tutorial for the Gaia to WoW export. Now I pre-created the terrain, and yes, I already made an output and render that out. So, and let's take a look. So we have the zone, the output here. Let's take a look. Now, this is the height map. Okay. Now we need to visualize the height map inside Blender. I just create a new scene that I upload in the drive. Okay, with this scene, that's the WoW shader from the Uganda supporter. And yeah, let's open up the height map. Where is it? Zone 4? No. Dunes of Insanity. And so, this is now the height map, but without the textures. So, I use the displace modifier. And setting this, and yeah, this is a WoW terrain, like 4x4 ADTs. And I need to set it to raw, then we get more details. And yeah, this looks fine. But what I want to do is setting this a bit up, and for 1024 the perfect height map size is 1000 for a 4x4 ADT. The perfect size is 1024 because one ADT got its size 256, I think, and times 4 it's 1024. So now we got the terrain inside here, and yeah, you need to use the displace modifier. And before I translate it to an ADT, firstly accept the modifier, accept the modifier, apply, yes, 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 apply. Alright, now, okay. So, now this is our ADT. Let's copy that and open up the object to ADT template. The question is, where did I put the stuff? Example, hub creation, blah 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 blah, terrain, blah blah blah, object to ADT. Okay, so let's load it and copy the terrain with Control C. So now we are inside the object to ADT. I just pre-created some terrains here, but let's delete them. Delete, ADT, delete. So let's unhide this, place it to the top one. I just made a symbol numbers to actually don't make export mistakes. So, but first, before I export the terrain, yes, let's first paste in. So this is our terrain. Now what we need to do is, you can refine it as you want. You can just switch to sculpt mode and just fix some points if you want. But I would say I'm finished with that. So what I do right now is I will yeah, let's, you always need to put this above the 0 point, because under this is the limitation of the bottom. I think this was 100 and this was 0. Let's put it in the middle like this. Now we just take, now I target the ADT, the terrain object, and what I do, I just hide everything that's included in the scene, that only these shrink wrap grids are shown. So now I just select them all by A and export them as to ADT. So, and I call this Parasol 1. So this is my map here that I currently create. But first, what you always need to do is you need to flatten your terrain. Like if you have some work done before, just go over it and clear the height map. This is now a 3-to-3 ADT, but no, wait, this is the wrong one. I want this in timeless space, so I just reset the height map. Okay, now, and saved it. This. So this goes until 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to resize. No, wait a second. I make a save copy first. Let's 3.3.5 world maps. Time and space. Before I lose some cool terrains. So let's copy that, paste it inside here. So now we can delete it. Oh no, I already done this. Okay. Okay, let's decrease, not decrease, let's reset the terrain. Clear height map, clear height map. Let's take a look after the lines. Are we good here? Lines 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need to clear this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and this. So right now what I also do is assign textures to the terrains. Clear textures at base. Clear textures at base. Clear texture. There might be some other ways, but I always do it like this. Since It's a bit time consuming, but it's worth it. So set base, set base, show design hotkeys, set base, set base, Z base, set base, set base. Okay, right now this is our map. Let's just paint those ADTs out. Just taking my pen for a second. And yeah, let's clear. No, let's let this. This is my dev stuff that I do. I just keep that here. And yeah, just go in tile mode and just fill out those empty spots with the textures to actually assign R4 textures to the layer. So layer 1, layer 2, and we come to this one. So like this. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot blue. Just paint it over. This is now the size of like Red Ridge Mountains. I think Red Ridge was 3 to 3 or something. Okay, let's just fill this stuff out. Spots, the green spots. Okay, right now we save the wall file and just look after that. So we have here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we do, we go into Blender again. Now, I didn't got time with space, or hopefully I write it wrong. Right. Let's just copy that name so we don't get any spell conflicts. Okay, and yeah, this is the preset for the ADT. Just keep it like that. And yeah, export this. Now, unhide it, select, move to the right, hide, select all, and export. And make this with every single bit, every single part, not bit. Now, this is 3. 3. Export. So I just make a small preview of that, so I don't export the whole ADT. So, and now I have the template here, and let's move all the files that we need. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we select 1, 2, 3, and 4. We copy that. Here, let's paste it in. Okay, and run the bat. So it writes the height data to the ADT. Go back to your client and drag the stuff in like this. So, and now we exit Nuggets, re-enter again. What? Okay. Oh no, this is wrong. No, this is right map, yes. Yeah, and now we got a terrain here. What I will recommend, just resize it to very big, the flatten tool, make speed on 0, and just paint over. So we get a shape here. Now, I use the last texture that I've got, since it's not an original one. That's because it looks weird. We just export the height map into the ADT file. So what we need to do is we need to this is my texture setup. I always split in between like the ground, dirt. Then we have like grass. I'm making a dune-like splat map. So I just call them 1 or 2 or 3 and decide later how I want the textures. So right now I used like a sandy texture pattern for like a sand texture. Then I have like more gamma for the mountains, and yes, the texture have a great shape. And for the last one I just use a full fill, filling out the whole terrain with a ground layer. This getting subtracted later in Blender. So let's save that fast. And yeah, let's save this object to ADT. I will go back to my map. So, and now I use the wow shader. So now for the first layer, let's take a look. I take this one. Now let's switch back to rendered. So this is the first layer, and the second layer should be the sand. Oh, like this. And the third layer should be there. I think it was L2. So this is now our splat map. And yeah, this looks fine. The quality is good. And let's put it into... Wait a second. Okay, I think this should not be like this in-game, I think. But let's take a look. So what I do next is I just let it see and open up the terrain texture gene. Where is it? Terrain texture gene, I think it was that. So, and with this, I just taking the layers here again, like layer 3 was. Now, let's go from top to the bottom. Okay, let's take layer 3. Layer 3 was the mountain spike here. Yes. And then we go to layer 2. So, layer 2 is subtracted by layer 3. And these are just numbers, these are not the actual layers. So now layer 3 getting layer 2 getting subtracted by layer 3. So this is now our layer 2. This seems right. Layer 3, layer 2, and now comes layer 1. So layer 1 getting subtracted by 3 and 2. Let's just mix them. 0.5. And layer 3. Wait, layer 2 and layer 1. And on the bottom, there's the layer 3 now. So we don't get any conflicts with. Take a look. Yes, this is all right. Okay. So we don't get conflicts with overriding or opacity problems. So what if we add? Let's just use this. Yes. Okay. Now, I need to enable script to button. So, and I just select the object and the given layer. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So just the 1 and click on layer 1. So it renders out single bits for the first layer. So I click on layer, select material 2 and the layer 2 and layer 3 and click on layer 3. What you can do is, I always make it like this. So I just make a simple test. Just open the footer, 1, 2, no, not 1, 2, 1, 1/1, open up, and 1, 2, and 3. But I think the third one will not get displayed as much, since they have extremely less opacity. So what we can do is reload the map, and right now we have our textures inside here. Wait a second, I think it's in the wrong way. Let's take a look. I think the rotation is wrong. Let's open up map again. And let's take a look from the top. Now this is... yeah, that's in the wrong spot. I just need to rotate the plane. Place it again. So, like this is now correct. Okay. Now, again, layer 1. It's just extremely fast. Let's just render out layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. Now, let's try that again. Now, I would always recommend to do this for the first layer, for the first ADT, to look how the textures fit in. And yeah, and later, if you are done, convert the raw ADT, the raw textures. So, let's exit again. 1, 1. And yeah, we have here, wow, this looks fucking awesome. Now let's make a small texture swap. Like I want some dirt, some sand. Just switching out with that. Yes, and then for the third layer, I want some rock. And for green, I want some dirt. Not the best textures. Wait a second. What's this? Why do I have small grids? Something isn't right. Why are there grids? Is this nugget or what? Why are there grids inside? Something is not correct. Let me check the... Let me check the textures. They have grids. No, they are. Good. Let's check in-game. Maybe this is a display error from Nugget. Oh no, wait, I know why. Because I use... this one? Yeah, that's why. Let's switch it to this texture. Yeah, okay, this was the problem. So, yeah, now we got a terrain inside. And if you want to change some, like the rocks are a bit in wrong place. So let me take a look. I think this was my... what? Why is this... oh, okay, this is my other scene. So, and now what we do is I want to shine out the rocks a bit, since if we look at the top, I mean, we have here everywhere this small opacity from the rock, but I want to increase it a bit. So I I just add some RGB curves, increasing the spikes a bit. Like this. Making everything a bit stronger. Like this. So, and this, we let the spikes like this. What we can also do is we can actually make like a symbol mixed by any wow tiles. As an example, if you want some more rock details inside, I just take, let me think for a second, image texture and adding a mapping and texture coordinate. So we assign it by UV, adding the vector inside here, and what we do is let's just go inside the tile sets. Let's just take a Wasta tile set as an example. So I just take, I want some crystal rocks inside, like some texture work. I just convert it to RGB, not to black and white. Put this in, making a mixed RPG. And what I do right now is multiply them. But now we got a problem. So I increase the size a bit, like by 100, 200. Okay. Wait, wasn't it? Oh yeah, by 100. Okay. Now you can see the small details inside here, but let's make it a bit brighter. So what I want is some RGB curves. Like to make it a bit brighter in the spots that I want. Like this. This looks good. Yeah, like this. That's a cool shape. But let's respect the hardness. Just take that as an alpha 2 and just make like an add. Darken. Difference. Yeah, always play around a bit. Overlay, saturations divide. And it's a bit too high. Let's make like a subtract. Maybe this could work. Let's put it a bit up. Whoa, what the fuck? That looks good. As an example, we get some shapes, gamma. And yeah, you can play around. It's totally insane. You can use every single texture you want. So, like this. And let's export layer 3 again. But that's just, I'm not happy with the gamma. Let's make it like this. Yeah. Let's import. Oh, wait a second. This is layer 2, and this is layer 3. And let's save that. And now let's take a look how that looks. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to. Oh no, I forgot to switch the textures. Okay, to save before switching textures, let's do that again. I want sand, swap, and then I want some rock, swap, and I want some dirt. Let's take this swap, and I want to remove the lines. Swap. Yeah. Now we have some cool mountains. Look at this shape. This looks amazing. But we have a problem. Since we subtracted the into the other layers, the first layer getting previewed on the top. So what we can also do is, since the third layer does that, we can select, make some cool shapes out of it, or some cool details like this. Green mossy hills. Yeah, this is a small preview how the stuff works. I hope helps you